Good morning, everybody. It's John Davis with Lachlan Highlands Farm. First, I guess farm video since I got back from North Carolina with Grindstone Ministries. And thank you, everybody who watched the video. I had a good time putting that together. It was neat to be able to share that experience with you and just show what's going on down there. Also, welcome to all the new subscribers. That's pretty great. So, glory be to God, or glory be to God. That's pretty awesome. So, yeah, my normal videos around here, if you're new to the channel, or just me kind of running around the homestead working on projects, honestly trying to figure out what videos people like and what content I can make. I enjoy making content. Like with anything though, I don't think I'm doing anything special, but somebody told me when I was at Greg Judy's grazing school, who are you to decide what people find to be interesting? And that's a fair point. So the video I want to do today, most of the time on the homestead, especially for guys like me who work a full-time job and then they come home and do the farm thing, is I spend my weekends doing catch-up. And especially being gone for a week and then having work, I've got a lot of things to do. So if I look at my trusty notebook, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see how that looks, if that resolves. This is my list of things that I have to get done today. My plan is to bring you along on that. It's a little bit of everything. I mean, what I've got on it, if you couldn't see it, I have to paint trim on what we call the outhouse. I have to mount a light to it. I need to fill the mineral feeders and put together an order for that. I need to hook up the wood chipper so we can use that tomorrow to clean up a neighbor's driveway with some limbs hanging over on the easement that we have for them. I've got to mow what we call the cat garden, which is a bunch of milkweed we let grow up near our house for butterflies, and the cats and the animals like to hide in there, so it's time to mow that down. Got to do that before I take out, or got to do that before I put on the wood chipper because the flail mower is hooked up. And I want to use that before I go through the effort of taking it off. I have to fix a timer in the machine shed. Let me see, go grab the black trailer so that Mare can tear out the garden and put all the dead plants in there. And then I got to string trim and just make stuff look nice. So that's a Saturday. It's currently 9 o'clock. This morning we've already done a little bit of cleanup and organization, and I took some of the chicken feet that we had from last year and made stock, which is on the stove. So we got a few things going on already, and that's just homestead life. It's pretty awesome. So let's get started. Got a lot to do today. We'll get this going and go from there. The morning always starts with loading up the RTV of all the things I need. Coffee, obviously, that's important. I usually have my water bottle, which my normal water bottle is on top of a mountain in North Carolina. We're trying to get that fixed. GoPro stuff, scraps to feed to the pigs, chickens that we feed to the dogs, grommeting kit because I need to fix a tarp on a chicken tractor before the winter, electrical supplies, stuff that needs burned, trash to go in the trash bins, cat carriers that need to be put away, extremely stinky potatoes that need to like die and go away, and there's a whole bunch of stuff buried under there that is the RTV. So I would say that's the morning of stuff that I need, and then this afternoon I'll load it up with more. But the plan right now is I got to burn some cardboard. There was cardboard here yesterday. It was way too windy to burn, so I got to go pick some cardboard up, get this stuff on fire before the wind picks up again, and go from there. I don't smoke, but I always carry a lighter on the farm. It is a good idea to have it because you gotta light stuff on fire occasionally. All right, fire complete. On to the next thing. All right, task number 2, got to feed the bacon machines. Hello, bacon machines. They've grown quite a bit, and they know when it's time to eat. We had Mary's dad brought down some acorns, which is good, and I've got some scraps from the house here, pumpkins and it's like skating on marbles. Good job there, fella. All right, here you go. I almost did the same thing. Good job, piggies. Ugh. Good work. Yep, bunch of pigs. On to the next thing. So it's all about order operations here on the farm. I I dropped off the trash and the stuff out of the back of the RTV, and before I take off the water wagon to put on the black wagon so we can tear the garden out, I am coming up to check the water on the cows to see if we need to put water in there. And when I came up, I saw that the fence has a tension issue, which is definitely not good. So come back over here. I'm going to tie off this post because I don't want the cows getting out. That'd be bad. But they do look really good. Look at these guys. We got them up in the hayfield grazing for now, but let me see here. I do believe that heifer calf there is Maisie, I think. The new kind of red one up there is, oh shoot, I'll have to ask Mary. I forget what their names are. But we got a bull calf, we got all kinds of calves in here, and our bull's looking good. Everybody's getting all fuzzy. Cute animals. So, all right, I'll get this all fixed, and we'll go from there. I had a buddy of mine that hunts here ask me once. He said, "Why do you buy so much paracord?" So you're one of those prepper guys, and obviously he doesn't live on a farm. Freaking use paracord for everything. All right, run up to the top of this hill, retension this fence, turn it back on, and I think we'll be good to go. You definitely don't want fence that looks like that. Especially the sheep. When they see that, they're going to be like, "Oh, sweet, we can jump over this." It's not cool. Especially when we're running outside of our perimeter fence, and we got to be careful with keeping calves in and everybody else. Okay, let's see what's going on here. All right, that brace looks like we got to fix that. Let me get on that. I learned a thing or two about bracing when I was out at Greg Judy's school, but what I do, I like to take these posts that have the, they're metal posts, and they've got the three, oh gosh, maybe I shouldn't be so out of shape. They're the metal posts that have the three clips on them, and then on the bottom here, I like to have this foot in towards where the post is being pulled, since which it's a corner, it's going to be pulled around this way, and then I brace it on a 45 with a little bit of bend, with the standard plastic step in, and that makes for a real nice corner when you're using temp fence. So this is all nice now, all tensioned up. This is all tensioned up, and we look good. It's a nice vantage point. You can see up here, we've got the cows and the sheep all out in the hayfield, which everybody's pretty well trained up, you know, famous last words. Everybody's all pretty well trained up to the temp fence. And all of those rams, except for our breeding rams, are going to go in about a week and a half. Our steer is going to go in a week and a half for butcher. And once that happens, we're going to put our breeding rams in the barn and take all of our ewes, which are up there, and get them back in with the cows, so we just have one big flirt. It'll make the winter management much easier. But we had a grass growing problem because we had a bit of a dry spell in the middle of the summer, and we've been rolling out hay. So we're trying to give our pastures rest and do the best we can, but we kind of got thrown for a loop there in the summer with our dry spell. But that's all braced up. We're good there. I got one more to do, and we'll go from there. Okay, I can't help but show you. These cows are adorable. So that guy with the brown ears, he's our bull calf, and we're going to steer him, so he'll be hamburger at some point. And the newborn heifer right there is adorable. Her name is Mooey. That's what my daughter wanted to name her, and she is just cute. 15 is the mama, and she's doing a great job. And the Galloways, they're good cows. They're pretty protective of their animals too, so, or of their calves. So they're good mamas. I think they're known as that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how everybody looks here. Good job, everybody. But yeah, they're gonna get moved today. There's no grass here left for them, so we'll get them moved on. Next item on the list: these tarps on the chicken tractors need to be grommeted. These grommets, they give up the ghosts after a while, so I need to put new grommets in and tie it down. We get a lot of wind in the winter around here, so everything has to be secured down. It's kind of like living on a sailboat or living on a ship, where wind is just a daily fact of life, and you got to make sure that you're accounting for it. We get, I don't know, 2-3 years out of these tarps, and then it's time to replace them, but they work out pretty well. They're just sunshades, keep the sun off the birds when we have birds. So all right, we'll get this thing squared away and go from there. All right, so to grommet it, we've got our 2 grommet parts, and then the grommeting tool, which punches a hole and sticks the grommet through. So we'll get that in, and then we'll zip tie it. Eventually we'll get it in, and then we'll zip tie. There we go. All right. I brought zip ties that are too big, so I'll use Paracord, which again, this is like the day of Paracord. Reason number 5 to carry a lighter on the farm, these ends on the Paracord, if you don't trim them and burn them, they get like that, and then the wind will just take them apart even more. So what I do, I remember doing this with my dad when I was a kid. You can take your trusty lighter that you have and burn the ends until they smoke. Just remember, they're going to be hot after you do that, and if that molten nylon, that plastic, gets on your skin, boy oh boy does that hurt, because it sticks to you while it's burning you, which is great. So you burn them like that, and that gives you just enough where you're good to go. And it won't fray off. All right. Right as rain on that side. That'll hold for now. I'm gonna go grommet the other side, and then we'll be done with that task. Got my paint getting ready to go, and this summer, if you remember, I had a video where I put a new roof on this guy, and I got to paint these eaves. So a little bit of primer, a little bit of paint. Favorite job on planet Earth. I guess it's not that bad, but it does need to get done. It's just one of those things where it puts a nice finish on everything, and then we're good to go. So we got this project, then I got to get my light done over in that machine shed, which is a bit of a bear. So today is all these projects that are just not really exciting, but I really got to get done. So yeah, this video will be a very interesting jump cut of all the normal things that we do on a homestead day. All right, got to get to it. I totally forgot. You'll notice it's much later in the day, because things always take longer than expected, but the light's on, which is good. I totally forgot. So, abrupt ending on the last video. One, I ran out of battery on the GoPro, and I had a bit of excitement on the farm when I came up to grab the mineral to refill the mineral feeders. My wife called on the radio, which, you know, always have your communication on the farm. We use GMRS with some Yaesu radios. My wife called and said there's a coyote over at the sheep and the dog is holding it off. So Summer, the guard dog, was holding a coyote at bay, and I grabbed the thing that you need to grab to take care of a coyote. Got the four-wheeler, ran up there as fast as I could, and I did say I'm pretty proud of myself. 75-yard shot while the coyote was on the run, and I nailed it. So it's hard to hit those things because they run, they're spooky as soon as you see them, and they're not that big. And I shot it with a red dot too, no magnification. Pretty proud about that. That's pretty awesome. As far as the list goes, I did get the outhouse painted. I did not mount the light on the outhouse because I don't think it's going to work. I did not get the mineral feeders filled, but I did help my wife do a massive move of the animals. I did not get the chipper hooked up, but I did mow what we call the cat garden, and I did fix the timer in the machine shed. And I didn't get the black trailer moved for the garden, nor did I do the string trimming. But all things considered, with a visit from family in the middle of the day, which was awesome and much needed, I think we did all right. So anyway, not much content in this video, honestly, because I was running around like a crazy man. However, it's dark. I started when it was light, and that's how things go. And I got a coyote, so tango down. Have a great night. Please visit our store, LachlanHighlandsFarm.com. Please keep us in your prayers, and we will do likewise. Have a great day.